Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell this week told Congress that the central bank's tightening its ethics rules to ban Fed officials from buying individual stocks. But should lawmakers themselves adopt a similar rule? I've already looked into the rundown here and looked at what you're going to say, John. So I have inside information about what you're going to weigh in on here.
Well, don't trade on it.
I want to get that out there.
Don't trade on that information. Yes, the lawmakers should be banned. Look, the refs shouldn't bet on the game, which is why it's a problem that Democrats and Republicans in the Senate can't seem to agree on a plan for this, and that House Speaker Nancy Pelosi flat out opposes a ban on stock trading. She's wrong. A poll of likely voters released last week found 3 in 4 believe lawmakers have an unfair advantage in trading. A Campaign Legal Center poll in November found 67% of voters want a ban on lawmakers trading stocks. And let's not suppose this is an imaginary problem. Insider's done some great stories on this. They found at least 54 members of Congress, 31 Republicans and 23 Democrats, violated disclosure rules around their stock trading in 2021 alone. And that matters because, as former Congressman Brian Baird said a decade ago, one line in a bill in Congress can be worth millions and millions of dollars. The right thing to do is restrict lawmakers, their spouses, and dependents from trading individual stocks, and that will give Americans more confidence that they're working for our interests, not their own profits.
Okay, John, but is it possible to structure it that we get that level of confidence, but we don't preclude anyone with private sector experience? I mean, then we're just going to have a bunch of politicians, and we know how effective that can be.
Well, Joe, on the other hand, no. Speaking of former Congressman Baird, he pushed for the Stock Act a decade ago. It was going to be a great law preventing lawmakers from trading on inside information, putting strict reporting requirements in place, making it all transparent. And you know what? It passed. Then Congress took it out at the knees, watered it down. Nancy Pelosi is right. We are a free market economy. Lawmakers should be able to trade, but trade should be monitored. There should be harsh, evenly applied punishments when they break the rules, and there should be an easily accessible database showing lawmaker trades, not the clunky system we have today. It's not that bans are always bad, but more important here is accountability and disclosure. If Congress tightens up the system that's already in place, we might not have to go to the more extreme step of discouraging people whose spouses work in business and finance from participating in the political process. Because if you do that, you will end up with lawmakers who are more dependent on lobbyist dollars because they don't have their own money, Joe.